Hi, it's David and Haley from Life with Parkinson's.
Hello.
If you're new here, welcome. We hope you'll consider subscribing. Everyone else, thank you for your continued love and support.
And Kiwi.
And Kiwi. Hello, Kiwi. Hi, Kiwi. Kiss, kiss. Oh, thank you. Okay, we're back with our third episode. This one's about stress and anxiety with Parkinson's disease. Basically, we're going to talk about stress and anxiety from a person with Parkinson's point of view and from a caregiver point of view.
What is the first topic, Dave, that you are affected more?
Well, what I really wanted to talk about this episode is a big struggle for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people with Parkinson's out there have a similar issue, is that when I'm stressed or I'm feeling anxious, I find it really hard to think clearly about that stress and process it through my mind. When I'm on, I can deal with the stress and anxiety in a normal way. Like, let's say I'm trying to get out for a walk, which this happens like once or twice a month. I want to get out for my walk, and I can't.
Month? You mean like week?
No, it doesn't happen every week.
Oh, okay.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Or daily.
Daily. So let's just say once or twice a month. I'm not that bad off.
Okay.
Okay, let's just say when I'm trying to get out for my walk,
Very logical.
and I can't, I get very frustrated because going for a walk is basically my medicine. Like, I need my walk to calm down. And when I'm so stressed that I can't get out for a walk, to basically have my good
Quiet time.
Yeah, have my quiet time, have my endorphins. Right? I need to get out for that walk to feel better because it helps deal with the anxiety. But I'm too anxious to go out for a walk. It's a bit of an oxymoron. Like, it's a bit of you're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get out and do it to calm down.
But the more you yank yourself up, you won't be able to go out that day. Or evening or whatever.
Yeah. So I find that very frustrating.
Yes, you do quite often.
Mm-hmm.
More than once a month.
Yeah, I know. Parkinson's, the last year or so, basically, if things get too stressful, and we've had some stress the last few years. Those that have been with us for a while know that, yeah, we've had some big stresses for a while. And they kind of pile up over time. And when that stress really gets unbearable, my Parkinson's or my body seems to store it all, and then it all seems to come back through my jaw, trying to get out. And that's a very painful experience.
But before that, you get to that.
Before I get to that.
Yes. What do you feel when you always say, oh, it's going to come. So you have more anxiety because you're anxious for that to come.
Yes, yeah, I'm anxious for the jaw attack to happen.
Say it's 7 o'clock at night. You can't do much about it. Say if the financial thing. Everything's closed. Right now, you're not able to think about it. So how are you going to make any transaction or anything like that? You can't do anything about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about different ways of thinking. If it's urgent, we can deal with it tomorrow. We don't have to do it right now, because when he thinks it's overwhelming and urgent, that's what you feel. It has to be done now.
Mm-hmm.
But logically, no, it doesn't. You can wait till the next day to do something about it. So all you need to be is relaxed and reassure the person that nothing can happen or you can't do anything right now because it won't solve it.
Okay, you might not believe this, but I'm actually starting to feel better listening to this. Like,
yes.
This is a talk I get quite often, and it really does help. I actually feel more relaxed just listening to you explain it to everybody else.
Okay, well, that's good. Like well, right now you're off, so you can't do much about it. And you don't want to go through the financial because your mind's not there. So you shouldn't do the financial. I finished the other day. We're talking about my finances, and you go off the handle.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, finances are touchy subject for me.
Yeah. So do not discuss one thing, and you're going off. I know you look. Do not talk about finances. It can wait 10, 15 minutes when you go back on, and then you can do it. Talk about it. Right now, there's no way you're going to be able to do it. So why stress over something you can't do at that right moment?
Yeah.
Maybe 10, 15 minutes, yeah. But let's not discuss it at this right moment. Not a good time. Firmly saying this is not a good time to talk about it.
Great. So part of your strategy, I'm just summarizing what you've been talking about, is to just try and calm your person with Parkinson's down, reason with them when they're off, and let them know that you can take care of this later. It doesn't have to happen right now.
It's not going anywhere. So, but you have to make the person feel that they've been heard.
Oh, yeah, that's really important.
They gotta be heard. So I let Dave have a pity party. I always say, you need to talk about it. Even if it's sad or whatever, you need to talk about it. And then we can deal with it later when you turn back on.
Okay, so you try and make sure that I get a chance to get my emotions out, and then you don't invalidate them. You say, yeah, this is how you feel. How you feel is important.
I know that makes a difference.
Like, yeah, how you feel is important to me as your wife.
Yes.
And then you talk through my emotions and let me know that things can happen later.
Yeah, because it's totally validating. You got it, because you're pent up. Frustration and anxiety. You gotta get that. You gotta reassure the person that is a person, example Dave, that he's able to talk about it.
Yeah, and this is what she does, and it really makes a big difference to me in my life. It really does. It's just because of that mild cognitive impairment that some of us have. Like when we're off, I don't want to speak for everyone, but when I'm off, it's just things don't make sense. I don't think clearly, and I know that. And so I need you to do stuff like that, and I really appreciate it. It helps a lot.
Sometimes he likes to talk about really intense things when he's off.
Yeah, I agree. And
not his fault.
No.
You just can't control your emotions.
When I'm off, a lot of times I can't control what I think about.
But you also have to express how you feel.
Yes.
I'm sure that's okay that you feel that way. But let's not talk about it right now because it will set an alarm off with your jaw or whatever. So let's calm down first. So let's walk away from that jaw attack.
Yeah. What I want to talk about is just role changes, like in our relationship. Like I used to be the one to take care of all the finances on my own, just because I was working and Haley was raising the kids. It wasn't that she didn't want to. It's just we had different responsibilities back then. But now that we've gone through those stages in life, now we're retired. I just
have our own control.
Yeah, it wasn't our choice. Believe me, we don't want to. I
always say we're retired, but not make it as just because that won't help you. I'm retired because you. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
So I just say retired.
Yeah, we retired because we didn't want to. Basically because of Parkinson's and endo. But now roles have kind of changed. I need more help from Haley doing the finances and keeping track of things, or it just gets to be too much.
I've been noticing that, but now we've been doing this. I do all the grocery shopping, so I know it's in the bank account.
Yeah.
But I've always been weary because I'm not very good with math. I'm really not.
Yeah.
The level of schooling, I didn't do very well. So it's really threatening for me because I don't want to make a mistake. So that's my worry.
But it's just roles have kind of changed, and we need to share the burden more just to keep the stress and anxiety away. Or it just becomes a trigger, and that's the point I was trying to get at.
Yes.
Part of dealing with the stress and anxiety now is staying away from things that trigger stress and anxiety in my mind, because if I get too stressed out or too much anxiety, my symptoms get really bad.
And also at this time, we have made major things and awareness that he's not allowed to take anything out of the bank account without me knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So we did take the precautions out for you.
Yeah, so I can't do things when I'm off.
Yes, exactly. That's what our concern was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was something I brought up on my own. Not because Haley was afraid of it. It's just I know when I'm off, sometimes I don't think clearly, and reality is a little different. Having safeguards in place on your...
For your comfort.
Yeah, so it makes me feel better to have those things.
And so I suggest before your loved one before they get to the point, do make that when they're coherent. Make that arrangement so the person won't be stressed over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes me feel so much better to know that these safeguards are in place.
Yeah.
So the last thing we want to talk about before we're done is just about setting boundaries with friends and family. And that doesn't mean keeping them away. It just means because my diet is so different than everybody else's.
Oh, that kind of boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Food boundaries. Okay.
Yeah, it's not centered around like avoiding people or telling people they can only come over at specific times.
No, you're not saying that. No.
Which we do because of my medication times. There's times in the day I just can't tolerate people, and there's nothing I can do about that. And that's only for a short time of it.
Or going out, or you plan things around the times.
Yeah, we plan around.
That's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
It's just making sure that everyone's included in everything you're doing as a family.
Yes, I understand now. So it's not boundary. So when you want a good conversation, this is the time that you should come over.
There we go. That's what I mean. Thanks, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like trying to make things happen. Because if I don't see friends and family, I get lonely and I feel isolated and alone. So, I want people to come by and people to visit and people to call. So we try and make it as not setting boundaries, but encouraging interaction.
And the family is really good about that.
Yeah, and people like it.
Yeah.
People like it because they know what time they can call. They know what time they can come over.
Yeah.
People like that. So instead of having friends and family as a stressful situation, which in turn would make my symptoms immediately worse, it becomes a positive thing because I know that people are going to come by during the good times, and then we have a good time.
Hey, even my mom, dad, or Felicia and Matt, and he knows, okay, 4:30, not a good time to do whatever. Mm-hmm. Or Felicia goes, okay, well, do you want to go out, but do you want to go back I'll see you at 1, because you're pretty on at certain times. So they're getting the slots. Yeah. So you can enjoy yourself at the same time.
Yeah, I think I'd like to call it setting your friends and family up for success. So
because they want you to be involved in the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so ensuring a good social life instead of it creating a stressful situation.
Like our kids are like, oh, Dad's off at 12, we'll come at 2, or come at 1, or something like that, or that's spare time for Dave.
Yeah.
Our parents did the same thing.
Yeah, it's all about Dave. It's like, get on the Dave train already.
But nothing's wrong with you.
No, I'm perfectly fine. I don't have Parkinson's.
This is solution on Dave's weirdness.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you, everybody. And now we're just going to put the previous video for this playlist up here so that when you're done with this one, you can hop over there easy. But thank you for liking, watching, subscribing, and sharing this video with your friends and family. Please leave a comment or a question below.
Thank you for coming and listening to what we deal with on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Basically.
and Kiwi says have a good day as well.
What's up?
Okay,
Yes.
we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.